Hi friends, it is Monday night, January the 13th, and welcome to another week of the Pantry Challenge. So we did go shopping today. The kids, both of them don't have school today, so we needed dog food and just a couple things like that. So I bought pork chops and mushrooms. So we are having... I was able to put, I'm sorry, I just got finished having a seasoning fit. We were able to put some, I put some, like half the pack, or more than half the pack of the pork chops in the freezer. And then we needed to use the sweet potatoes. So, everybody also got mushrooms and onions. I know there's nothing green on the plate. They didn't have any vegetables that I like the look of. So, that's mine right there. So we are going to eat, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so I'm gonna try out a trick that I saw on the internet. This is a used K-cup, and this is a piece of foil that was actually a yogurt container lid. And so according to one video I watched, all you have to do is press it down with the iron and it will reseal. It will make another seal. And you can continue to do this as long as the K-cup works. Seems to have sealed it. I'm sure I could peel it off. I can peel it off a little bit. So I'm going to set the Keurig up. I haven't talked to you guys about the Keurig because I think I may have found a way to make it inexpensive. You can see it's been used. Hi guys. So today is Tuesday, January the 14th, I believe. Is it bread in my bread maker, and I hope it comes out. And it's on basic. I'm just doing a basic white bread. At the same time, I'm also trying to make crock pot yogurt. And then I saw this idea on a new channel that was recommended, that YouTube recommended to me, and it doesn't look like I'll be able to get them out that easy. But I've been watching this new channel called Family Foods, and anyway, she made these corn muffins and she stuck some hot dogs in them. So this is what it looks like. I'm not sure I got the, yeah, I got the bun right. This is everybody's plates, all plated up. So this is Tuesday night, January the 14th. So the kids and I just got home from, where's the other mushrooms?
Right there behind the mayonnaise.
From doing some volunteer work, and my daughter wanted to go to the Dollar Tree. So I went ahead and bought ourselves some more mushrooms. Believe it or not, we ran out of yellow mustard last night. So, or yesterday when I made those cornbread muffins with the hot dogs in them. So I picked up another one of those. That is not from the Dollar Tree. I picked this up because we're probably going to have pizza sometime Friday or Saturday. We got these flat out, not from the Dollar Tree. You can tell they've been marked down. Flat out flatbreads. I've been wanting to make chicken Caesar salad wraps. We also got some grapes, and somebody was giving these away, and my son said he liked them. I don't know when he must have had some at school with his friends because I've never bought these. Bimbo brand Pan Tostado Blanco toasted white bread, but since they were free, I said he could have them. And that's pretty much all we got from the Dollar Tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, no. Kate got something as well.
Kate got something, but she's not on a no-buy. So, I stuck to my no-buy. There was really nothing else that I wanted anyway. We did eat our bread. The bread that I made. We ate some. You can see right there, that's where I'm going to try to learn how to not have the bread do that. I twisted it too much. But anyway, that's how the bread turned out, and we ate half a loaf this morning. Can you believe it? And then, let me show you. Our yogurt came out, and I was able to get, I recycled these spaghetti jars, and I was able to get 3 of these jars full of yogurt. So, that's good. If you guys want to see the process, I will definitely show you. Just let me know. It's just that at 6 o'clock this morning, I wasn't thinking about picking up the camera. I just wanted to see if the yogurt worked, because it's the first time I did it, and it worked. So, anyway, not sure what's for dinner. I still haven't done anything with those chicken bones. Need to do something with the chicken bones. I don't know if I'll make chicken soup or what's happening. But whenever I figure it out, I will let y'all know. Okay, so the chicken that we had from something, from when Mark made dinner and something else, I boiled the chicken bones and I was able to get this much meat off of them. And then we have that much stock, not a lot. There's about 4 carrots, about 4 stalks of celery, and some leeks I had that were frozen. And if you remember from last week's pantry challenge, Mark made this chicken stuff. So I'm going to drain the fat off of this chicken juice. I have 2 containers of it. I'm going to use that before I add any water. And then we're also going to use up this leftover rice. And that will be our dinner. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So Wednesday night, January the 15th's dinner is this soup. I put rice, carrots, celery. This is all leftovers or chopped up fresh vegetables. And then we're also having the bread that I made yesterday. So that is dinner tonight. Hi friends, it is Thursday night, January, I think the 16th. And this is what we're having for dinner. We're having barbecued baked chicken, homemade macaroni and cheese, a salad. I'm having creamy Caesar, and I'll probably also want a little bit more barbecue sauce. So that is what we are having for dinner. And it's all out of the pantry or freezer or refrigerator. So today's Friday, January 17th, and Mark cooked tonight. And he made porcupine meatballs with the deer brisket mixture over rice and spinach with eggs. So that is what is for dinner. Hi friends, today is Saturday the 18th, and it is 11:30. And my son and I went to the grocery store this morning, and we bought about $35 worth of groceries. You can come in. We used the very last of our vegetables last night, the spinach that you saw. So we bought lettuce, we bought a big thing of frozen broccoli, we bought 2 cans of green beans. What else did we buy? We bought potatoes, rice, we bought 4 chicken legs. It was like $3.50, so
Barbecue season.
yeah, barbecue seasoned chicken legs. I'm going to show you what I'm doing today. So these things are out of my pantry. Some light sliced pears, bartlett pears, and extra light syrup, and then Mission Pride yellow cling sliced peaches and extra light syrup. and Great Value maraschino cherries. And what I did, we also bought kiwi at H-E-B.
Bananas.
Oh yeah, bananas. So I put the sliced pears in the syrup in here, and I cut them up with a knife. And then I didn't put the syrup from here, as you can see. I poured the rest of the cherry syrup in here. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, because I'm thinking that would be good, like if we make sweet tea, to use that. Even though I think it is corn syrup. Peaches, water, sugar. No. So that would be really good. And this is pears, water, sugar. So this would be good to save to, like, for iced tea, to make sweet iced tea. This has corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup, so that's not that great. But anyway, so I cut up the 3 kiwi. I have some of those grapes that you saw the other day. I just threw the last of the maraschino cherries in here, and I'm going to refrigerate that. And we can either have it later for lunch with yogurt or have it for dinner. I plan on making pizza again tonight. Surprise, surprise. These are pinto beans, and I think these are like holes or something. But I rinsed the pinto beans, and now they are soaking. I am not the best bean maker in the world, so really don't know what I'm doing. After these soak, I'll have to look up a YouTube video, but I'm assuming that we strain them, we rinse them, and then we cook them. But I just know that I got some sticker shock when I went to H-E-B. The H-E-B I usually go to. I decided to go in the morning because the H-E-B I usually go to has things discounted. They have meat discounted, they have produce discounted, but there was none of that today. So we're gonna get creative this week. I think this week, the next week, I was thinking about ending the pantry challenge tomorrow. Because honestly, I'm just getting worn out with it. I feel like I'm always in the kitchen. But, I mean, I have to cook anyway, right? So, I think I will end it next week. And I think after next week, it'll pretty much wipe out our pantry. Which isn't my goal. I'm not trying to wipe out the pantry. I'm just trying to use the stuff that we have before we buy more, just because some of the stuff that I have is just getting shoved to the back, and the new stuff is getting put on top. So next week I want to use some stuff that I've been putting off, like sauerkraut, lentils, instant mashed potatoes, that type of thing. We still have instant mashed potatoes. So anyway, whenever I do make something else, I will show you what I made, and yeah, that's what's going on this afternoon. So I was very scared after I started making this pizza dough, because I didn't buy pizza sauce, which I normally don't do, but we also didn't have any spaghetti sauce or any type of like tomato sauce, I didn't think. But then I found that down in the very bottom of the pantry. So that is what I'm using. And I put probably like 5 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. I put a big, huge, maybe like a tablespoon and a half of chopped garlic, and a few sprinkles of salt. And I just want to reduce it a little bit, not a whole lot, because it has to cover these 3 pizzas. So this is from my pantry. The pizza dough, I don't know if I've ever showed you guys the pizza dough, but there's the 3 pizzas. The pizza dough process, if I haven't and you want to see it, let me know. But this is as far as I've gotten. When I went to the Dollar Tree I told you guys I bought some mushrooms. I also bought some black olives, so I need to drain those and cut those. And we're just gonna have regular pizza with pepperoni, I call it, this is our regular, I don't know what your regular is, bell pepper, olives, mushrooms, pepperoni, cheese. We don't have any Italian sausage today, so we're not adding that, but it'll be good.
Friends, Mom's cutting the pizza.
These just came out of the oven. So the recipe says to preheat the oven to 425, and then put these in for 15 minutes. And then at 15 minutes you lower the heat to 400. So that's what we do. And if you've been around a while, you know that I've started, excuse me for the hiccuping, I've started making 3 pizzas. We do not eat all 3 pizzas, but sometimes we have enough for leftovers for lunches and stuff, so I guess it's better to stretch your ingredients out. Go ahead and make enough dough for 3 pizzas, and I have converted this dough to make 3 pizzas. I used my handy dandy math skills and did that, so I'm still getting used to this crock pot. I have only used it several times, like 3 times since I got it. So you have to excuse my clumsiness. But this is the beans that I made. This is how they turned out. And I was going to make some fresh rice, but my husband made tons of rice. So we're going to have these beans, and I just put garlic and a quarter of an onion. Right now I'm rationing the onions because I didn't know we were almost out. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not that I can't buy them. I didn't know that I was almost out. So until I go to the store, I'm rationing the onions. So normally I would put like a whole onion in there, but I only put a quarter. This is the rice that was left over, and it's a ton. So I just kind of stir fried it, and Preston whisked up 3 eggs and we put it in there. And then he's also cutting up some French bread that I bought for 36 cents. You can see that tag there. And then if anybody's still hungry, we have leftover macaroni and cheese.
I would love that. Just because I love macaroni.
And we're going to put some butter on the bread. And I think that's going to be dinner.
Are we going to toast it?
Yeah, we can toast it. Hi friends. I hope I don't scare you with how I look right now, but I just can't be bothered to go put a lick of makeup on. I just don't want to. So this is just how you're going to see me. So anyway, I just wanted to end this pantry challenge week. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's week 6. So at this point, I feel like this pantry challenge can go on indefinitely. I feel like I've learned a lot. This is my second pantry challenge that I've challenged myself to. Like, I haven't followed anyone. This is my own challenge that I set for myself, and I hope that you would follow along with me if you felt you needed to. It's helped me definitely use what I have in my pantry, but it's also, I feel like I've evolved as, okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. If you know me in real life, and you've known me since I've been younger, you know I'm not a foodie. I'm not, like, growing up, my mom would always know what she wanted to eat that night, and she would like start early in the morning, and I've never been like that. I've always kind of just eaten when I got hungry. I just kind of eat whatever's around. When I was little, my mom had a hard time getting me to eat. All I wanted to eat was like peanut butter and jelly. I didn't want to eat whatever she made because I was very picky. So I lived pretty much on peanut butter and jelly. And it wasn't until I was a nanny and I had to cook. And that's when I learned how to cook. But even then, it was just part of my job. And I just cooked from one recipe book, because that's what they just said, here's a recipe book and here's a credit card, and you have to do this. And so I did. And so it was just part of the job. It wasn't something that I did because I loved food. So I'm struggling with this pantry challenge, y'all, because I don't love food the way some people do. Of course, I get cravings, every once in a while. When I was pregnant, I really didn't even, like, they say pickles and ice cream or strawberries and pickles or something. No, never. Yeah, I wanted to eat certain things, and I didn't want to eat certain things because they made me nauseous, but as a rule, I'm just not a foodie. And so this challenge has not only helped me clear out things that I need to, like, finish first before I buy more, but it's also forced me to cook even beyond, like, what I did as a nanny, what I've done so far in my married life as being a mom, being a stay-at-home mom, just challenging myself. No, you can't go get a pizza Friday night. You have to make your own. Or you can't get fast food. You have to figure it out. Stay on this budget. Do this frugal thing. Eat all your leftovers. Eat this, do that. I just feel like there's new levels to keep attaining to. I could go further with this pantry challenge. It goes beyond. I'm finding that it's going beyond what you already have in your pantry and using that up. It's morphing into something else. So that's one part of it that I didn't really fully expect. The last pantry challenge I did in 2018, I ended up getting pretty sick. I just had too much going on. Ended up getting pretty sick. This pantry challenge, I haven't really dealt with that. It has been difficult doing it like in the middle of the holidays, but so I've dealt with, I've been challenging myself, like, I think above and beyond just using what I have in the pantry. And like I said, it's morphed into something else, and I could keep taking it further. But there's also this weird, irritating factor to the pantry challenge, and that is, I feel like it's kept me chained to the kitchen. Because I've taken it further and I've added that frugal aspect to it, I've been making a lot of stuff from scratch that I've never made from scratch. I've made bread from scratch before, but never have I ever used a bread machine and made a complete loaf of bread. Be home. You have to be home and you have to watch it. So you're gonna have to be near the kitchen. You can't just like be in the backyard, hula hooping or, whatever. I also made my own yogurt, which you have to stay home for. You can't, because you have to turn the crock pot on and then turn it off at a certain time, and then, you know, do something else at a certain time. It's like between 2.5 to 3 hour intervals you have to keep, you know, going back to the crock pot and doing things for a while, and then you just wrap it up in a blanket and wait. But when you make your own flour tortillas, when you make your own pizza dough, when you make anything from scratch, you pretty much have to plan your day around being in the kitchen. And that is the part that I have found the most challenging mentally. It's just, if I had a love for food, like a deep love for food, other than keeping me alive and sustaining me and making other people happy, I do like that about it. But if I had a personal love for food, I would really enjoy this, and it would fulfill a part of me that I guess needs fulfilling. But I don't feel like that. I'm viewing it more as like a hobby and a challenge, because otherwise, if I didn't have a family, I wouldn't even be at home. Unless I had a disability, I would be at work. And I would probably just eat salads, because I'm the kind of person that I can make a casserole and come home and eat it every single night of the week and be satisfied. I don't have to have something new. I don't have to have something like fresh, hot, homemade every single night. When I was single, I would either come home from work and eat a salad, come home from work and eat cereal. You know, it wasn't, there was no cooking. And if it was on the weekend. I'd make a huge batch and then eat it the rest of the week. So I think I'm ready to end the pantry challenge for that reason. I'm just tired of being in the kitchen, y'all. It has huge frugal benefits though, and you also know what's going into your food. Like I bought bread and I bought tortillas from the store, and I was looking at the ingredients and I was like, I don't even know what these things are. Like if I just made the bread from scratch every day, like I would know exactly what went in there. It'd be a heck of a lot healthier, I think. But it's not, I feel like it's draining me, you know, being in the kitchen. I'm not pursuing what I love. So it's feeling kind of draining. So I think that this week coming up will be my last week, and I will use a lot of the things that are in my pantry that I've been needing to use. And then I will show you my pantry and my freezer, what it looks like. And then I'm going to do a shop. I might choose another challenge for myself, food challenge that is. And if I do, I will let you know what it is. There's one I have in mind. But if not, then I will just call this 2019, early 2020 pantry challenge done. So that is a wrap for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video and this series. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Leave me your comments below and tell me how you feel about pantry challenges, and if you're a foodie or not, or you know, if you could eat like the same thing all the time, or if you like variety, and you know, just whatever you want to talk about. I am open for discussion in the comments. So I hope you get inspired by this, and I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the last week of my pantry challenge next week. Bye.